Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Dirty Services video. Today we are men on a mission. We've got 32. Nothing like having your battery die when you're filming the intro, but we're making some progress on this job. We are trying to squeeze a lot of work into a small day. It is Friday morning. We had rain Tuesday. Well, it was supposed to rain Tuesday. It didn't rain Tuesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday we got a fair amount. No, we didn't get hardly any Thursday. I don't know. It sprinkled some. It's been a confusing week, but we're trying to get this done today if we can. We've got 32 feet of wall. Basically, it's going to start up as tight as we can get it there, hugging the chimney. 32 feet, 4 foot tall, so 2 courses. And we've already got dug out for the footer. We've got a small area right here that I need to clean up. Steve's cutting that back a little bit because apparently his pipe's a little too big to go in there. I don't know. I don't believe him. It's just a 4-inch pipe. I don't know. But we're making progress. All right, we're looking good back here. Steve's been busting his butt, getting this all on grade, got it packed in. I got all the blocks brought around. We got the first one, it's going in there, half block, and then full blocks all the way down here to the end. We'll have a half block on the end. And then our second course will be all bench blocks, corner on each end. We're up to like 5 snakes we've taken out by now. So I'm a little jumpy, if you know what I mean. Anyways, you gotta get a stake on each end, string across, tape line or paint line, and then we'll be good to start setting some blocks. All right, ready for the first block to go in. We've got this to grade. Paint line is the front of wall. We'll be 2 feet back, so this stretch will only have about 5 inches of clearance along the back. The rest of it we got more than enough. Should be good though. We'll start setting some blocks in place, see where it takes us. Just for reference, it is now almost 12 o'clock. So I'd say we're making pretty good time for today. All right, we got 1 block left to set in the bottom course. I think my math's right. Oh no, sorry, 2. We've got 1 full and 1 half. And then the bottom course will be done. Start setting our benches. I said bench. Jeez. Steve's gotta go take care of his boo-boo. Can't make fun of him because he got hurt on the job, but he's gotta take care of it. He's looking good though. Ugh, don't like that. Looking good, looking good. It is like 12:40 or so. Let's see what the exact time is. 12:41. So what, 45 minutes or so to get one course in. This course obviously takes much longer than the rest. We only have one other course going on this wall. But gonna get the boo-boo taken care of and stack out these bench blocks. So we had a cable line. He's got a big satellite over there. Cable line coming through. We were able to get it tucked around the corner. He's got a power line up there. We're just gonna leave that up on the rocks. He said leave both of them up on the rocks if we need to, but we could get the cable line buried, or somewhat buried, but the power line, we don't know where it's gonna go. It was from a above ground pool that used to be in here. They took it out recently and they don't really know what they need the power for, but if they've already got it back here, they don't wanna just abandon it for no reason. Oh man, look at so far I can't see my hook. Fishing. Here, fishy, 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 fishy. No. Never been really good at fishing. No. One more try. Oh. Walk of shame. All right, probably the worst part about this job site. Can you see the truck back there? It is a quarter-mile driveway. Steve's car's up here. He is a little closer. Had the triaxle down at the job site where we're storing the material. Homeowner had to get out, so I just moved it up to the top of the road, which is a state highway. So a bunch of traffic. Kind of a pain to get in and out. And then obviously we can't just have the truck with all the tools right up close to where we're working. So I went to get a refreshing water and the pins and GoPro batteries. I lose like 8 minutes every time we go up there, but it's what we got to do. Things you got to plan for when you're doing jobs like this. This driveway I resurfaced with 53 stone a little over a year ago, 15 months ago, and it still looks good. They used to have a bunch of really bad washouts through here. Basically, they didn't have any ditch line over there, which they had that ditch line, but no water was making to it. So I cut a ditch through there, made it a lot better. And now that it held up to, well, actually I did that right before the big flood of 2025, which flooded out a lot of this area. Not necessarily right here, but the central Indiana, southern Indiana, period. Had a lot of flooding and it held up really well through there. So they're wanting to refresh it again. Maybe try to address a random sinkhole appeared. But they want to refresh it again, put some 8s on it this time to make it look a little nicer. They were worried about doing 8s in the beginning, and for one, having it wash out, and for two, they're not the youngest people. They both ride motorcycles, and she wanted to be able to comfortably go up and down the driveway on her motorcycle without the stone rolling around underneath of her. And I understand that. So we're gonna hit it with some 8s this time. Whatever we have left of that pile, and we got one more load that's gonna come in, and we'll have it looking pretty for them. But it's about 1:30. We spent almost exactly an hour and a half getting all these blocks stacked out. Oh. Dropping stuff. But yeah, about an hour and a half. Stack all these blocks out. I think they look great. And I can't take credit for them. Steve has been working his butt off. Like always, say this in every video. He's a hard worker. It's looking good though. He's getting the fabric in. I'm gonna start moving. So that's kind of some dirty rock that we're gonna put on that end to build it up. We don't want to put it behind our wall. That's clean dirt. We've got dirty dirt in the front, clean dirt in the back. So I'm gonna try to grab this stuff, put it at the bottom along here, and then start taking some of the clean grate over top of it. Get our working area a little bit flatter for us to start backfilling. Steve's confident. Ready for stone. Got our pipe down there, got our fabric in. I think he pinned most of it. Did you get that electrical line enough that you can get it up out of there?
Yeah, it's right behind it.
Okay. Sweet. Getting closer, Steve. Getting closer. Well guys, it is now Saturday morning, and I'd say Friday went well. We had a couple things that did not go well, but for the most part, we got it done. We started here at about 8 o'clock. Probably started actually working about 8:30 by the time we got stuff unloaded, stuff staged where it needs to go, ready to go. I had obligations in the evening. I had to leave here by 4:30. I think Steve left here about 5:15. But I ran out of time recording while we were doing all of the river rock, and I don't know how much the backfill was kept or how much the backfill was recorded, but it looks wonderful. We've got 32 feet of wall put in, 4 foot high. Still got to rough grade the yard, get it cleaned up better. It's pretty wet soil. I cleaned it up a little bit yesterday, and was hoping to dry out overnight, and it doesn't look like it did. But we got our work cut out for us. We got maybe 2 or 3 more hours of work today, and then we'll be out of here and on to the next phase of this project. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you stay tuned to the future videos. I think the next one's going to be a pretty serious driveway overhaul. So stay tuned and catch you on the next one.